Alright, welcome back everyone. Got all our progress through page 5. I think I'm on the right page here. Yeah. Oh, looking at my instruction manual. Eagle-eyed of you may have noticed I put this in backwards last night, so I did swap it around to face outwards. I think the little book stand thing really turned out good. You know, as far as one of these dealios go, sort of always surprised when they actually look good in the end. Of course, our ladder, pretty straightforward, the easiest part of the whole build, I think. But without any further ado, we're ready to, well, technically we're still on page 5, but essentially I'll move on to page 6. Got let's see, oh, need this one. And everything, go ahead and bring this stuff in too. All the extra pieces that I hope we're going to use up tonight. Oops. Those guys. So I'll set you on back. That will be back, but getting to work on our doorway here, essentially. They're sort of the front of the store. So if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. Trying to upload daily, have a good time, just have some fun with it. We're not looking to do anything super serious here. If you've seen any kits like this, or any of the other kits I've ever done, or any kit that you might think would look good, be cool to watch be built, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to the list. And y'all seem to have better taste than I do, because it seems like the videos y'all suggest do better. So I'm very much in favor of you doing more. But now, this is supposed to go right in here, just like over there. The notch feels like it's pretty strong on this one, actually. Go in from the back, because that's that way I'm not pushing past if there's any overlap on the window there. Yeah, that's pretty stout. Sort of almost feels like I don't need glue on that one until I mess with it. But I think we'll need some glue on the ends over here just to make sure it stays flush. It's reasonably snug, but it's not. Once it gets stood up, that may be okay. Trying to decide now. I've almost convinced myself to not do it. Yeah, because that feels. That feels. Yeah, until I did that, it wouldn't. Okay. I'm gonna put a drop of glue on the end. And some cardboard here. Just drop there. Work you back and forth. And same on here. Just tack it in place. I hope. Okay. Yeah, now it's being ornery about it. Okay. Get these in at an angle to hold them level. So, next question. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work. Figure out how to. Okay, so that sort of clamps them. They're gonna be even with the outside. I hope move this in a little bit further. I think a little more real estate on there. All right, so hopefully that'll hold those guys in place. Like I say, this is in plenty snug back here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Set you aside for the moment, because I think... Yeah, I can move on to assembling some other stuff while that glue gets a little tacky. Looks like. Okay. Okay, then next... This goes on there as well, so let's have that handy. And then we need this guy, and a couple of these. Okay. And looks like I missed another. These are going to be poking through the front. We'll probably cover them up with a sign or something, but I'm still going to. These guys. Okay, I did one of them. So those over here. And those both feel relatively loose. Okay, there's a third one. I don't think I ever did that. Yeah, go ahead and hit this one while I'm got the marker out. I was expecting them to be snug in there, but like I say, they're loose, but they're camouflaged at least. Okay. Now we're already back to the part where we're using this again. Alright, but it's going to be face down, so it should still be flush. So hopefully the glue will have a chance to do its thing. So we're working on the back side. This guy goes in with the round hole over our window. Okay, so it's going in just to that notch. Yeah. And green side down. Yep. Okay. I'm still debating the glue thing, but we got a tab over here. So I think about when we put the side in, that'll lock that tab in. So I'm not gonna glue that. Executive decision, I guess. Okay, now this guy. Okay, goes in green to the inside here. So there's a similar thing there. Yeah, there's that where it's gonna lock that tab in. Up here. Yeah, so that's gonna get you locked in place relatively good. Any tighter. Alright. Now this guy. Working our way around the door here. Oh, actually, we're supposed to do the bottom first, evidently. Okay. Skipped on. I think. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Everybody nice and snug in there. Working our way around our door frame. Okay. Now, yeah, I did this. Here's the one where I got my glue on the frame. Okay. Let me try. I didn't try. See if my plastic razor blade will do any good here. This stuff's so thin, I'm just scared to use anything really stout on it. So I think I'm just going to have cloudy windows. Okay, go in. Let's got our notch coming to the inside. So it just goes up the top. I'm assuming it's going to rest on the bottom here. And that actually might hold that window in place for us. Ooh. Okay. I think sign. Well, it actually says it goes this way. In here. Okay, so that's gonna. That's floating on the edge. No, wait a second. There's a, what do you call it? Optical illusion. It does go facing down. If I can get, okay. If I can get it in, use the old Gorilla Super Glue on this one. I'm going to pop this thing out right now. I've already lost one of them. Yeah, I'm going to put the Gorilla Super Glue on either end of this one and squeeze it together there because I've got good access to get, and that should lock everything in place pretty good. I might try the same thing down here on this one after that. See how much it wobbles once we get a little bracing in place. But my favorite, the Gorilla Super Glue. You go there. Just a little, make sure I got it right side up, and then even coat there and there. Go in here and pressure. Probably could have gone across the top too, but the top seems pretty stable at this point, and once we get this other side in, I'm sure it'll be even more so. Yeah, give it another 3-4 seconds here. Alright, how wobbly are you now? A little wobbly. Yeah, I can't get a little bit out here, just tack you in place, make sure you stay lined up maybe. And pressure them together. My experience, super glue doesn't work super great with butt joints, but this shouldn't have much torque on it. That'd be okay. And I think we're gonna put something down here too to support it all. So maybe everything will be braced together in the end. But that's, I got our brackets we'll need in a minute. But yeah, it's starting to come together like the front of a storefront there. Front of a storefront, like a storefront there. A little crooked on that, but I think that's par for the course for me. Okay, where am I at? Okay, so we get to set this one aside for the moment. And put you up here with the other bookstore thing, and we get to move on to making something. And this has got witch's hat look all over it for me, so I'm not looking forward to this. But, okay. So, got our ring here. Evidently. I think this is going to be a bad one, so I'll bring it in for you. Okay. So on here, we're going to wrap this around this. And then this comes together to make a cone, which seems like it's being fairly cooperative there. Okay, so I'm going to use the old super glue anchor technique on this. So I'm just going to a little dab of super glue on there and affix it, and then bring it around on there. And cross my fingers and hope for luck. Because this is a little bitty piece, so there's a good chance I'll glue myself to it. little super glue on this brush as I can. Not that much of it. And drop it. Glue it to me, and glue it to okay. Pretty close. I think I can pull it back in play. Pressure heating on there. I guess now. Yeah, I think this is going to be the way to do it. Hopefully. I think I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. Just try not to glue myself to it. Just put too much glue on my fingers. Around. Yeah. And close up the loop there. Hopefully. All right. Well, halfway there. Looks it now. Just a little paint under my fingernail is just enough to bug me. Pop it out. I don't know how I do all this. Okay. Alright. I made an attempt to get it cleaned off. Okay, now this clamps up on there. So we're going to end up with a dome and approximately the right, or cone, I guess, more than a dome. Okay. So sticking with the old Gorilla Super Glue. A little bit less than that. So I'll see a generous dollop on the end there. So just, it's coming up. Stay down. It's hard to get pressure up in that little area. A little more there. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty good. Let's see, now I'm assuming we just glue the cap down, which I think might actually be easier with the non-Gorilla Glue. Let's see what, let's check out the unmarked white tube of glue that they sent. See how it goes. Comes out in a pretty good glob. That's, I did not taste it. I don't know why I smacked my lips. Trying to place the odor. Okay. Shouldn't take much to hold that in place. Glove on the inside there. I think I'm going to have to go back to... maybe not. Did it stick? I think it will eventually. So that's... Now, what are we doing here? Okay, we get our first LED up. The thing came up and said 100 centimeter wire. I thought, surely that's a misprint. It is not. They sent all the wire with this stuff. Okay. Trying to see what do they got going on here. Okay, so we're putting these guys go on the end. Saying we're doubling this up. Okay, maybe it goes on. Oh, slides on like a collar. Okay. Okay, and supposedly that little channel in the back is what we're going to run our wire through. It says. And this, oh, okay, maybe it's talking about this little channel here. So that does not fit through the hole. Okay, let's pop those back off if I can, without breaking anything. Glad I didn't glue them. Okay. This will be a razor blade job. To not another way to do this where I'm not cutting at myself. Doesn't seem to be. Okay, I got a little error there, so I'm going to switch to something less dangerous. Okay, I think it's going to do it. Enough for a fingernail to get in there. Okay, now this one should be easier, right? Get something to push against. Don't worry about breaking the whole thing. Okay. So, I guess that means I'm going to be hanging down like this. So put you on here. Okay, get these guys back in while we've got our shroud on. Okay, so that hangs on there. Now, get to run 100 centimeters of wire through that little hole there. Okay. probably put a drop of glue in there at some point, but now I'm just trying to make sure I hold everything together. Okay. Okay. Now we get this guy out. One of these on the end. Oop, other side. Those are going to have to be glued. And this. Yeah, I'm not loving this light fixture. Okay, and evidently I'll probably leave out this goes through this hole too. On the other way. We are pulling that through that little excess hole there and here. Through, pull it snug. Okay, got that in there. And we still can adjust our. Okay, that thing, those things, I was like, I'm going to glue those down, but and I did put it upside down, I think. Yep, I did. Over here. I've never had this much trouble with a light fixture before. And wait a second, which way is? Okay. No, it's okay. So okay, so this on this end, we want the light coming down that way. Okay, so like this. Okay, now let go a little slack. Over the hump there. This is one of the, yeah, I'm not loving this. Yeah, now it's going to come apart on me. Okay. Yeah, this isn't firm enough to bend the LED. It's all cattywampus. Okay. So let's back out and bend in you. And then can't get you to cooperate here. Yeah, that's still not great. Feels like it ought to be further up and down. Okay, I think I finally got it sort of. Now this is all out of whack. Yeah, I'm not loving this. Okay, I think that's about as good as I can make it. And I hope it stays that way as I move it around. Okay. What's next? Okay, so it's going to be in the little... Okay, so this goes in our little vestibule here. Hopefully like... Yeah, like this. Yeah. And yeah, and that didn't stay. Let's see, can I get you? Okay. Wasn't expecting to have this much trouble with this piece. I'm usually not too concerned about the light stuff. Okay, help you out again here. Okay, let me back around. Do something to keep you. Yeah, I'm pulling that. Okay. Of course, now it's in place, so I can't. Yeah, there went the glue. Okay, and okay, let's try this again. Undo all this. Okay. You. Okay. Okay. So, first things. This. Where's the. Okay, so. Oh, that's what happened. I tore the glue held, but the paper didn't. Okay. So, Gorilla Super Glue it. Do it a little bit sturdier, huh? If I can get it to pop up there, I'll just try and get as much of it. Can't. Spread it nice and thin, hopefully. My angle, I can't really see it. Okay, pressure down. Now I'm stuck to it, of course. Okay. Unglue it. Yeah, I think that's actually going to work better. Get our little cone going. Alright. Alright. Yeah, that already feels more solid. Just having structure all the way around the base will help. Okay. I gotta look at this again. Okay, so doing that way, so I want it down on this side. Okay. And okay, now this. I end up killing this LED before I can even. I'm trying to decide if I really want. I could live without Oh, light in the window. Nah, I don't. Let's try. Alright. Okay, you all the way through. And then out. Just didn't have to do it that way. Okay, now trying to figure out. Okay, there's our notch. Get. Okay. If I do you up against this back wall here, maybe. Glue it. I'll have it hanging out. Maybe. That'll get everything out of my way, I hope. If the glue will stick there. That's the next trick. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go straight behind our little notch. And over the edge. Up another notch. And just sit there and set it and then didn't do it. Other way. Into that, but that's okay. Now I just hope that's not in the way. Okay. And I broke it off, of course. One more shot. No. Let's okay. Let's just. Usually this stuff is not the stuff that gets me in trouble. Okay, that's going to be. Just go through here and plow ahead and see if I can't figure something else out. Okay. Okay. Here. Here. Little hidey hole. You guys on. Let's see if will it even. Not even. Okay, I'm over it. I'm not gonna have a front porch light. Modification made. I'm assuming I'm just going to pretend my store's open during the day. Yeah, that does work. Yeah, that looks much better than trying to force something that doesn't want to work. Okay, so here's before I break it anyway. Okay. I was saying if I had a wire, I'd put it through that bracket and run it up this way. Okay. So we're done with that part for the moment. And we get to build our front door. So we've got our little details going to the outside, I'm sure. And our window, like so. Some more things to peel on the back of this last night. And actually, I just had a random thought. I may drill a hole here and just run the LED down through the top rather than try and line it up through that little frail thing here. That way I still have no light out there. But that'll be something I have to do tomorrow. I'm still going to have access to it, even if I get to where I think I'm going to today. Yeah. Okay, back to door. So that's my back. You go on there. The old B7000. Using the right way this time for sure. Close around. Alright. And somehow I put it on backwards. Okay. I'm just not having a good day. Let's see. The outside maybe won't foul up the whole front of this window. I'd like to say I can't believe I did that, but I can totally believe I did that. Okay. Let's see here. Make sure the mirror image is showing up rather than down. Most of the damage was to the edges. It's behind our door, so that's a good thing. Looks worse on this side, which is the side it's going to look bad. This is the side you want to look bad on. Okay. There. And what? Got. This is going to be. Want the instant bond stuff going at this time, so we're gonna go. It's a super glue job. Got this guy here, this guy there, and of course our door handle There. I'll do the flat ones first because I feel like I'm less likely to knock them off. Just a little bit on 3 sides. That ought to be plenty to hold this in place. Pressure. And I missed very badly. Is it? Oh, okay. That's why. I thought it was a square. It was a rectangle. Okay. Is there enough left on there to find? Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I'm just having a bad day. Okay, let's see if I can do better on this one. Push down on this one. Okay. Now, these guys, it goes right there on top of those 2 marks for us. Oh, yeah, I'm having a bad day. Let's see, straighten it. Nope. Just put one side on. Maybe. No. Okay. We just won't have a door handle. I got another. This little doodad is laying over there. That may be acceptable. Left over from bracket from something I built at some point in the past. Yeah, I think that'll be a passable. If I can manage to not break it. And that's another thing. Wasn't expecting to have trouble with that either. Okay. Let's see. I think that'll work. Ugh. Okay, now just side. And this has got to be where I'm going to be able to do something. Making steps, and all we got to do is stack them up, line them up, and glue them together. Like so. Where's my... I get my little right angle jig here. Should just be like that. Let's push them back and push them over. Yeah, let's do one layer at a time, I hope. This ought to be pretty close. Oh. Stick with the super glue. Some right in the middle. Looks good, feels good. And then next one. Lay right in the middle. I want to get next to the edge where I might glue myself to the side, which is entirely possible tonight. Okay. Feels nice and smooth. Excellent. Okay. Now, I think finally had something go my way. Alright, got our steps in place. Now, get to put our door and our steps into our little entryway here. These go here. They flush, not flush with the back, evidently. Do that like that. And then a door. I'll take up all the space left over. There's a small gap there. Trying to see that it's not there in the picture, or it's not visible in the picture anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 steps. What's in the bottom down there? Okay, let's see. Well, it's not going to be much of a gap. Maybe, what's that? I'll look at the top of the door. There's no good picture of the bottom of the door. So maybe, yeah, that would make sense to be a small gap. It is a door. So, yeah, I'm going to go with it. Just stick with the old Gorilla Super Glue and do a little bit either side there. Go in from the back and flush up and pressure from the sides. All the way down, yep. And fix this off the edges. And now, well, I guess it's not time yet. This makes it, that should be good. This goes in here. Let's see. Let me actually got a piece of this cardboard. Use that as like a shim. I'm still going to have a pretty good gap in there. I'm prepared to live with that. And I'm going to do the same super glue pressure on the sides on this thing too. I don't think you need to do it all the way up and down, so just a little little touch on either side end there. Make sure we get it locked in. I hope. Doesn't look like there's a hinge or anything, so I'm pretty sure it's permanent. Okay, it's not looking terrible. I'm going to turn our, spin this thing around so it's got the good side showing out. Yeah. Alright, yeah, it's not looking, I'm feeling it. They could be better. You know, some days you're the windshield, some days you're the bug. But I'm going, yeah. Closing in on that hour mark, I think. I'm gonna go out of order. It says to hang the next light now, which is here. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna assemble up the walls so it'll stand up. So while I do that, I think I feel like that would be easier. Yeah. So that's my plan. So we got proceeding on. Back on the inside. Got our floor going in here. Let's find a picture of it. Yeah, that should be. That's pretty close to the bottom of the door. There. Alright, so maybe we should have been up to the top because it looks like that would have covered up the gap. Now I know. And then we got, I don't just need my cardboard at this point. These two guys, they're like a little window box deal. So it's going to go front, that's going to go down. So there. Alright. Let's get that going. And now we put our other side on. Okay. This guy goes on here. So there's a notch for you. Take you out a little bit. Okay. Going on here. Through the middle there's a little wobbly, so be careful of that. And here we got him. Oh, and this guy. Alright. That it wants to be the front on that one. Okay. Now we got a nice stable workspace. Like I said, this I've already gone over, but like I said, this is where that light goes I was just talking about. So that's going to be, I think this will be easier to work with than laying it down and picking it up, laying it down and picking it up. Got some trash on the back of my I don't guess anybody ever see that because you're going to be looking in from the front. Okay, that's that. And let's see, am I going to do anything else tonight? I think that's going to, I'm going to call it at night at that. Because that seems to be a good place to stop. Let's say I'm going to gently drill that hole there and run the light through the top. That's what I've pretty much decided. Might see, is there, let me see if there, I can't remember. Yeah, there's an awning we're going to put on there. So I'm going to hang the awning just a little bit lower to conceal my light whenever that happens. Maybe. If it'll cooperate with me on that. Let's see how we hang it. But yeah. Otherwise, let me, before I call it a night, I just do a little more pressure on that one. Just touch it camouflaging. Okay. And then here. Even that out. Alright. I think that's looking a little better. Probably need to work on this corner, but I'm not going to do that tonight. But there we go. I think that's a good place to stop. Hopefully tomorrow works about better for me. I don't know, maybe just the omens weren't feeling it for me tonight. But even with all the setbacks, I'm still having fun with this. That's part of the challenge, I think, or part of the fun is overcoming the challenges. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.